Liberation, freedom from bondage is possible by Atma Jnana. Some contention was there. Mere Atma Jnana is incapable of conferring liberation. Atma Jnana has to be supplemented by karma. This is what is called as Samityavada, initiated by Bhartara Prapancha. So that he was a commentator before Acharya Shankar. So now this is not correct. Reasons we have already seen. The question is, why such a wrong notion has corrected? How Bhartara Prapancha concluded that what is necessary? Karma is necessary for gaining the liberation in spite of gaining the Atma Jnana. There is a reason for that. We find Jnani, Atma Jnani, in some cases, not all the cases, in some cases, even after gaining the Atma Jnana, they continue to do the karma. This is what they understood, that for liberation, besides Atma Jnana, karma also is necessary. For example, Janaka Maharaja, the king Janaka. Actually, King Janaka was cut for sannyasa, but Guru prohibited. Guru said, no, you have to do the kingdom, and he obeyed him. Please move forward towards cutting. So he obeyed the Guru, but was a Jivan Mukta and engaged in administrating the kingdom. So such occasions, many things were like that. Such occasions or instances are available. As a result, some people conclude that jnana is not sufficient for moksha. What is necessary? What is moksha, etc. will come. Okay, don't be in a hurry. We are just even at the beginning. Prastavana Bhashya is going on. Because I am taking Bhashya, I have to take everything. Introductory Bhashya also I have to take. So now this is the reason why such wrong notion has crept in. Now, if Jnani does karma, is he not bound by that? If Ajnani does karma, he is bound. ये बहुत अच्छी बात है. Like somebody said, I should not tell this, long back, a minister from Karnataka, he was looking after family planning department. He said, he was talking about family planning. Some minister or some MLA figured out this fellow has got dozen of children. He asked him actually, how come you are there? This person has the audacity to say shamefully, it doesn't apply to minister. Shameful statement. It doesn't apply. So like that, if a jnani does the karma, he gets bound, and jnani does the karma, he doesn't get bound. No. That is the reason. Mere doing the karma is not the cause of bondage at all. Mere doing the karma is not the cause of bondage. Identification with the body is the cause of bondage. Suppose you don't do it, all this is going to come. You don't do and simply sit. And you can say, I have not done anything at all. Acha, who was sitting? I was sitting. Who is that I? Embodiment. Karanapancham. Identity of the body. So therefore, what happens? It is not what is done with what notion it is done. It is the identity of the body, that is not knowing your true nature, Swarupa. You mistake what you are not. All this going to now Krishna is going to pack it out. So you are mistaking what you are not, and therefore what happens? You are answerable for the karma phala. This is what Parameshwara has given the freedom to human beings at the time of Srishti. At the time of Srishti, having created, he said, look, you means human, because other animals and devatas are programmed, it is not karma bhodi. Humans are, you are free to do anything with a clause, provided you will be answerable to what you have done. That is why Vedas speak of do's and don'ts, vidhi and nishedha, so that in the long run you should not land in sorrow. Because what happens? By doing wrong things, immediate pleasures may be possible, but in the long run you are subject to sorrow. Vedas forewarn. Look, do these things even if they are not relevant to begin with, but in the long run they will give you happiness. Please don't do these prohibited things. You may enjoy the beginning, but in the long run you are going to get punished and get subjected to sorrow. So that this has been given the freedom. In that freedom, a provision for knowledge is kept. Who? Parameshwara. That is why Vedas, even if we don't study Vedas, we should know what is the content of it. Actually, being born in India, whether it's taught or not, it is our culture. Everyone knows, including Duryodhana, knows what is right and what is wrong, but that urge to take to good things and desist from bad things is not there at all. So that is the case. So now, karma done, guess what? You have to answer for that. But it is on account of not doing the karma but because of identification with the body. Jnani has no identity in the body, and not only that, he has no mindness. Mama, mind, I and mindness are not there in the Jnani. As a result, karmas done, they are incapable of binding that. These karmas, the benefit of these karmas go to the people at large. That is why they do his karma. Jnani perhaps may do karma for the good of the humanity, what is called as Lokasangraha. Lokasangraha means for the benefit of humanity. He has nothing to get from karma. Karmas are meant for two purposes. One, for fulfillment of desire. Number two, for antakarana shuddhi, so that one can gain the knowledge. Jnani is a person who has no desire. He has already got the antakarana shuddhi because he has got the knowledge. Therefore, karma, action, whether Vaidika, Smarta or Laukika, are totally redundant to the Jnana. Yet he does. So why? Because, and why he is not bound? Because he has no I-ness and mindness. That is what is now told. Tathata. Accordingly, even if the jnani does the karma, he doesn't get bound by that karma phala. Accordingly, Lord Krishna, Bhagavan himself is going to point out at different places in Bhagavad Gita, as the teaching of Pratik will come across all these statements of Bhagavan. So that Darshayati shows who Bhagavan Krishna. For example, 5th chapter, 7th stanza, Kurvan api nadityate. Kurvan api. In spite of doing the karma, nadityate. He is not bound by karma. So this is one statement. Again, 13th chapter, 31st verse, na karoti nadityate. In spite of doing, na karoti. He is not a doer, sir. He is not a doer. He is not a doer. Nadityate is not tainted, is not afflicted by karma. He is a jnani. And in spite of doing the karma, he is not wrong. Iti tattva tattva. Tattva tattva means at different, there means at different places he is going to tell. Continue.
Purvaihi svamataram svakam karmanaivahi samsatyam asita janakadayaha iti tattu pradibhajya vijnayam.
Now, another type of statement made by Krishna. Here says, by karma only they got knowledge. See, this is why Bhagavad Gita teaching should be with proper analysis. There is enough room of doubt if you simply pick up the statements of, this is called as Mimamsa. Mimamsa is Pujita Vichara, a sacred inquiry. What you are doing now, we may not know the word, studying Bhashya, etc. is Uttara Mimamsa. Brahmasutra Bhashya is what Uttara Mimamsa. Means Vedantic statement, whether from Upanishad or from Smriti like Bhagavad Gita, what exactly they convey ultimately, that is ascertained. Exactly it is determined, it is like this and not. For that analysis is necessary. Otherwise, there is a seeming contradiction in such statement. Because In fact, we will come across one stanza. If you just take the word, Krishna's first sentence, line contradicts with the second line. But in same verse, first line contradicts with the second. The child can point out the only no is added as that form. The child can point out. But who has said this? Krishna has said. He is not said something that. That is why Shraddha must be there. And we should delve into that and ascertain the exact meaning. That is what is called Tatsparya Nishchaya. It is Mimamsa, Purnita Vita. Why it is called Uttara Mimamsa, later Mimamsa? Because there is Purva Mimamsa. Karma Kanda portion, Upasana Kanda portion are ascertained. There are also many contradictions with others. See, for example, there are many rituals and sacrifices. How to do it is not found at one place at all. It is scattered in so many shakhas of the Vedas. So there should not be any contradiction. All should be clubbed together. This is all done. And what exactly is the meaning of the Vedic injunctions, Vidhi, Nishedha? This is ascertained in the Purvamimamsa of Jaimini Sutra. So that is here to say, Purvai Purvataram Kritam. The earlier portion of this verse says, Evam Vyatva Kritam Karma Purvairati Mumukshuri Puru Karma Eva Tasmatvam Purvai Purvataram Kritam. Will come totally. Evam Vyatva, knowing like this, what knowing like what? Karma is done without identifying the body and without mind notion, mama bhava, doesn't bind. Having known this, great masters in the past took to karma to gain what? Knowledge. This gives the meaning. By karma you get the knowledge. It says this such thing. Again, karma naiva isam siddhim astitaha janakadayaha. Janaka, Ashwapati, etc. king, they got the moksha. By what? Karma only. Now this you said statement you said down, that by karma you can get the moksha. How are you going to resolve this? For me to say, you will going to resolve that. But the principle is given. You have to give. Iti Tattu Pravibhajya Visneyam. You have to investigate into Janaka, Ashwapati, all of us who have done the karma. Whether he was a jnani or ajnani. For example, Janaka was ajnani, that's for argument's sake. Janaka was an ajnani, did the karma and got moksha, means like this. By karma, he got antakarana shuddhi and then he got the knowledge and moksha. Suppose Janaka was a jnani by himself, then karma is Janaka, jnani, did the karma for lokatangraha, got moksha. But that lokatangraha is not conferring moksha. He had already jnana means he had already done moksha. So that is pravibhajya, pravibhajya means whether that person is of jnana nishtha or the person is of karma nishtha. Depending on this, you have to ascertain. When the shloka comes, it is ascertained that way. So shloka is there. So whether that is, if he was ajnani, he did the karma for antakarana shuddhi. What is antakarana shuddhi? Will come across afterwards. Antakarana shuddhi. If he has no antakarana shuddhi is the disposition by which one can gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. This is not academic study. You go to any university, antakarana shuddhi hai kya? No CET or any test. Antakarana shuddhi is not asked. But Vedanta antakarana shuddhi. That disposition which is capable of gaining the knowledge. In fact, delay in gaining Atma-jnana is due to lack of Antakarna Shuddhi. If Antakarna Shuddhi is there and proper inquiry is taken, it is like blasting dry gun powder. Just one matchstick lit enough to blast. So, but if Shuddha Antakarna is not there, decades of exposure to Vedanta is like lighting the damp gunpowder. What will happen? You go on wasting that profit after one after another. It is not going to get ignited. So like that, anyway. So for this, such statements in the Shastra, not only Bhagavad Gita, other places also should be separately. This is for Ajnani, this is for Jnani, that is to be separate. Continue, same thing is explained now.
Tatkatham यदि पूर्वे जनकादयः तत्त्वविदः अपि प्रवृत्तकर्माणः स्युः ते लोकसङ्ग्रहार्थं गुणागुणेषु वर्तन्ते इति ज्ञानेन एव संसिद्धिम् आश्रिताः.
How pravibhajya vidneyam? How it is to understand by separating ajnani and karma? He says it is like this. Tatkatham, question is done. How is that? Answer is like this. Yadi tavat tatsava. Yadi, if in case. Purve janakadaya. The Janakas, Ashwapati, etc., the king mentioned in the past, says, Tattvavidaha api pravruta karmana. They were engaged in karma in spite of being Tattvavit. Tattvavit means Atmajnani. In spite of being Atmajnani, if they were engaged in the performance of the karma, says you, Lokasamdaha. They were doing the karma for what? Lokasamdaha, as a service to humanity. Though they have nothing to gain now in this world, but why not help the others? They can get benefited. So that is for the spirit of service to humanity. Lokasamdaha. With this principle, gunaha guneshu vartante. Gunaha means, this also will come in the 13th chapter, this embodiment made up of Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, engages itself in action, Guneshu, in the world of objects and beings. Because entire cosmos is made up of three gunas of creative power called Maya Shakti. Parameshwara's creative power is Maya Shakti, and this Maya Shakti is threefold: Sattva, Rajas and Tamas. Sattva accounts for the knowledge aspect, Rajas accounts for the action aspect, Tamas accounts for the raw material. For creating anything, intelligence is required, knowledge is required. Then action is involved. Third, raw material is involved. All these three are in Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti, creative power of the see, as per our culture, we worship Devi in different forms. Durga, Kali, Kalika, like that. Lakshmi, Saraswati, etc. They represent us for corresponding Shakti aspect. Purusha, Prakriti. You also call it as Prakriti. Purusha, the Atma, the awareness principle, Chaitanya Tattva is Purusha. And all other power is all Shakti, that is called Trinama. This body is made up of three gunas, Sattva Guna, Rajoguna. Body is made up of, to begin with, 5 elements. Panchamahabhuta. space, air, fire, water. This is the bias given by Vedanta. So anatomy may say something else. But those anatomical features are made up of 5 elements only. You can prove that. So now this made up of 5 elements. Panchamahabhutas, 5 elements are made up of Triguna. Sattva, Rajoguna. Triguna belongs to Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti, creative power, belongs to Parameshwar. So this is the way. This embodiment made of Triguna engages itself in the world made up of Triguna. I, Chaitanya, doesn't do anything at all. I don't do anything at all. This is based on the Sakshatkara, direct knowledge, and therefore what? They know that they are not the doers, they cannot get bound, but what they do helps the humanity. It serves the humanity. So there is no Kasanga. It is Jnanena, you now tell me. They got moksha because of karma or jnana. Jnanena eva samsiddhi mapita. They were embarking on mukti, samsiddhi, final accomplishment, moksha by jnana only. Even if they give karma, they get moksha by what? Jnana only. Karma.
कर्म संन्यासे प्राप्ते अपि कर्मणा सह एव संसिद्धिम् आश्रिताः न कर्मसन्न्यासं उपवत्सः इति एषः अर्थः.
Suppose this listing for such master were eligible for karma sannyasa. If it is easy to give up karma, they have nothing to do, knowledge is after karma sannyasa and adhikare adhyavara. Not a mistake, but just to complete the sentence, words are added, they are called as adhyavara. Karma sannyase adhikare prapte api. They had the eligibility to take to sannyasa. What is eligibility to take sannyasa? Shave the head and wear the upper robe. Antakarana shuddhi. Vairagya. If vairagya is there, eligibility to take sannyasa is sanctioned. Otherwise not. Antakarana shuddhi and vairagya. If these two are there, one is eligible to take to sannyasa. Sannyasa is not idle life. It is more busy in the shravana, manana and nididhyasana. That is why a sannyasi is exempted from karma. Actually, karma cannot be given. Karma cannot be given as will. But Shruti gives a permission by exempting. Why? Because if karma is there, he has no time for shravana, manana, nididhyasana, and therefore, so that more and more shravana, manana can be taken to, Shruti gives the exemption. You can live on your pattern. In fact, it is like I think I must have told this. In olden days, in a village, let us say, a Mahatma has come, who is teaching Vedanta. Sometimes his capital master will come. Now, he is there, a Pakka Brahmin, to the follows the Vedas to the letter and spirit. He has got all the Sandhyavandana, onwards, Agnihotra, etc. He has got it. If he goes for pravachana, discourse, he has no time. Shruti exempts those days without karma. He can go to discourses without doing the karma. Why? That is more important. And this is meant finally for that only. So that's why this is Atma Vichara is so ennobling that karma can be exempted provided eligibility was there. If eligibility is not there, ubhaya bhrashtana. Neither he can take to karma, nor he is eligible for the sannyasa and sravana. It's a dangerous state. So that's why vairagya and shuddha antakarana are the landmark of sannyasa. So karma sannyase adhikare prapte. Even though they are eligible for karma sannyasa, it also to be added karmana sahaiva, by performance of karma only, samsiddhim astitaha, like Janaka. Guru said you don't take sannyasa. Janaka was eligible for sannyasa, but he was told not to take. He obeyed the Guru. So karma sannyase adhikrite. Even though he was eligible to karma sannyasa, says karmana sahaiva, by doing karma they got knowledge and was non-karma sannyasam kritavantaha. They didn't take to karma sannyasa, but such occasion has to be only interpreted. They got the moksha by jnana, did the karma for lokasangra. Suppose they are ajnani, that occasion is different.
नन्ति ततो विदः ईश्वर समर्पितेन कर्मणा साधन भूतेन संसिद्धिं तत्त्वशुद्धिं ज्ञानोत्पत्ति लक्षणां वा संसिद्धिम् आस्थिताः जनकादयः इति व्याख्येयम्.
Other alternative, other paksha. If this is not the case, what is not the case? Janakadayaha were not jnani. They were ajnani only. And the statement is like karma they got moksha. In that case, it should be interpreted like this. Nate tattvavitaha, in case Janaka etc. were not tattvajnani, they were not atmajnani. Then what happens? Why did they do karma? Ishvara samarpitena karmana sadhana bhutena. By karma dedicated to whom? Ishvara. So Ishvara Prityartham. In fact, our culture is like that. Every karma is offered to sankalpa is there. Mamopata duritakshaya dvarena Ishvara Prityartham aham idam karishte. Anything we say, otherwise after doing Brahmarpana, Krishnarpana, after eating also he does. This fellow eats and then Brahma, Krishnarpana. That is good. See, that way you are not eating, you are doing yajna. See, you are doing yajna. You take the name of the Lord while eating, you remember the Lord, He is all your offering to Lord. समर्थ रामदास से वदनी कवल घेता नाम घ्या श्री हरि से सहज हवन होते नाम घेता पुकाते. While you are putting the morsel of the food in the bowl, take the name of Hari, Rama, Krishna, Shiva. Without spending a naya paisa, you are eating and gets transferred into Havana. Sahaja, naturally, Havana hote, it becomes what? Sacrifice. How? Nama Geta, by saying name. Pukate, Pukate, this is not Pukate, this is not Pukate. Pukate. It has no value from the market standpoint, okay? Otherwise, name of the Lord has got all value in Kali Yuga. So that is that. So that is the thing. So that is the thing. Otherwise, you are offering. I am eating. Instead of that, I am offering the food to the Lord who is in my stomach. Aham vaishvanaro bhutva pranina deharashita pranapana samayukta pachamyanam chaturvidham. She started before taking food. Well, Lord Krishna said, first chanted Brahma, Padam, Brahma, Hari, Brahma, Nam, Brahma, Vatam, Brahma, Vatera, Gantavayam, Brahma, Karma, you are offering to Brahma, Padekara. Brahma responds. Next verse is, Aham Vaishya, Aham Vaishya. Yes, I am here in your stomach in the form of Vaishwanara. Vaishwanara means digestive power, digestive faculty. You call enzyme and all, whatever you call, that is not the doctors or scientists have not created that. Bhagavan only has created enzymes and all that. Whatever you call enzymes and whatever, that is Jadharagni, stomach fire. That by the letter say, in our language, indigestion is called Agni Mandya. Indigestion is called Agni Mandya. What is meant by Agni Mandya? Agni, Jadharagni, has become Manda, means dull. It is not powerful. That's why whatever we eat doesn't get digested. So Jadharagni. So Bhagavan responds, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Deham Ajita. We are abiding in the stomach. So Pranapana Samayita Pacham Nannam Tatana. All types of food I am not digesting. What happened? Sacrifice. See our culture, small things. You need not elaborately do puja and all that. You go to temple. Your place of work, whether in the home, whether in the profession, or in the office or wherever, can be transformed into worship of Ishvara. Third chapter and especially 18th chapter, the principle will come. Just the way to know. So that's why I say, so the Ishvara Samarpitena, by offering it to Ishvara, Karmana Sadhana Bhutena Samsiddhi. They got Samsiddhi by karma. What Samsiddhi here Samsiddhi doesn't mean Jnana. Samsiddhi means very well accomplishment. It can be Jnana or the Antakarana Shuddhi. That's what here in the case of Ajnani, Samsiddhi means Sattva Shuddhi. Sattva means Antakarana. Antakarana. More about this Antakarana Shuddhi we'll see after. Sattva Shuddhi. And what is that Sattva Shuddhi? Or Jnanotpatti Lakshanam. Eligibility to gain the knowledge. Steadiness of the mind, vairagya and all such things. So Jnanotpatti Lakshanam Samsiddhi, accomplishment which makes one eligible to gain the jnana. Astitaha praptaha got guru janakadayaha iti vyakhyam. It should be interpreted that way. Lord Krishna's statement should be interpreted that way. So what means, in the case of Janaka being Ajnani, they did the karma for Antakarana Shuddhi. Bhashyakara gives the instance.
Ekam eva artham vakshati bhagavan sarva shuddhaye karma kurvanti
Etameva means karma well done to gain Antakarana Shuddhi, Sattva Shuddhi, Shuddha, Antakarana, purity of the mind. Purity of the mind is Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is going to tell in 5th chapter. Sattva Shuddhaye karma kurvanti. They do karma for Sattva Shuddhi, Antakarana Shuddhi, karma kurvanti. Again, the principle of this is given in the 18th chapter.
Lokarmana samabhyasya Yati yamdati manavaha Itvakva Yati praptasya Punasdhyana nistham vakshati Yati prapto yatha bhava Ityadina.
That's principle behind this is being told in 18th chapter. See, Karma Yoga was it is started where in the 3rd chapter. Principle was given where 18th chapter. Why Krishna did this? Why did he not tell you the 3rd chapter? Before telling the principle, many things have to be made clear. A teacher knows what is to be taught at what time, then only it can work. So that's why in such teaching, patience is required. You can't expect even Krishna. Who is Krishna? Jagat Guru. Not ordinary teacher, not ordinary Acharya, Jagat Guru. So he also can't give everything in one stretch. He has to go step by step. So that's why in Vedanta you should at least complete one text completely. Because everything is involved in that. Half here and there will not work. So that way, so there is Eta Meva Sabhati. Where in the Swakana. So what is the principle? Swakarmana tam abhyarti. Swakarmana, by discharging one's own duty, by doing karma, is only to one's own status. So that's abhyartya, having birthday, manava siddhim vindati. Manava mukshu gains the siddhi. Siddhi here is jnana nishtha yogyata. This word siddhi should be interpreted based on the context. That eligibility to gain Atma Jnana, the abidance in the Atma Jnana, is vindati manava. Iti uktva, having told so in 46th verse of chapter 18, then how does he gain the knowledge? That is elaborated further. Iti uktva, siddhim praptasya. A person who has accomplished this eligibility to gain a knowledge, punah praptasya, ya punaha, further, jnana nishthaam vakshati. How does he gain the jnana nishtha? For abidance in the jnana, vakshati is going to tell how siddhim prapto yatha brahma. The one who has got the eligibility to gain the knowledge, jnana nishtha, how exactly is the jnana? That is, I am going, Arjuna, I am going to elaborate briefly, that is what it says, ityadina. So, jnana itself is capable of conferring revelation. Jnana karma samuchaya, that is together practice, joint practice of jnana and karma. Combined practice of jnana and karma is not necessary for moksha. So with this, Bhashyakara is concluding Prastavana Bhashya. Take the caption, Upasamhara of Prastavana Bhashya. Upasamhara, conclusion of introductory commentary of to Bhagavad Gita on Bhagavad Gita. Continue.
तस्मात् गीता शास्त्रे केवलात् एव तत्त्वज्ञानात् मोक्षप्राप्तिः न कर्मसमुचितात् इति निश्चितः अर्थः। यथा च अयम् अर्थः तथा प्रकरणशः विभज्य तत्र दर्शयिष्यामः।
Tasma, because of what is proved so far, established so far, Gita Shastra, in Bhagavad Gita, Shastra. You know, Bhagavad Gita has got the status of Shastra. Why someone tell me? Two reasons are there. One is It is taught by whom? Lord himself, Parameshwara himself. Shastra is Veda. Food is given by whom? Ishvara. The same Ishvara has given. That is one reason. Number two, Bhagavad Gita is the essence of all Upanishads. If you want to know the sum and substance of all Upanishads, study Bhagavad Gita. It summarizes all the Upanishads. And that means it is not only Brahma Vidya but Yoga Shastra. That is a special feature of Bhagavad Gita. It is not simply unfoldment of Atma Brahma, but detailing the means by which that knowledge can be obtained. Brahma Vidya is the knowledge. Yoga supplies the means. That's why Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastra, such and such chapter is said. So that is why it's a complete text by itself. So sometimes some Upanishad is simply dealing with unfoldment of Atma. Sometimes only sadhana. Some are complete, both are there. But Bhagavad Gita has got both in detail. It goes to the details like this. How much to eat, how much to walk, how much to talk in terms of sadhana. Such minute details are given in the Bhagavad Gita. That is why importance of Bhagavad Gita. What is established in Bhagavad Gita Shastra? Kevala deva tattva jnana moksha prapti. Moksha can be gained by kevala tattva jnana. What is that kevala? Tattva jnana to the exclusion of performance of karma. Moksha. Na karma samuchita. The liberation is not by simultaneous practice of the jnana with the karma. It is not combined practice of jnana and karma. It is nishchitaha artha. What is artha? That is artha. Bhashyakara makes a statement. And how is this that I am going to elaborate in my Bhagavad Gita Bhashya? Yatha ayam artha. How Bhagavad Gita speaks of this meaning, this topic, that by knowledge only moksha can begin. Artha yari Atma Jnanam eva kevalam kaivalya hetu. Atma Jnana itself is the means of moksha. How Bhagavad Gita speaks of this is Tatha, that topic. So, Darshayishyamaha, we are going to tell who is it. Bhashyakara says, he identifies with the Sampradaya. I am not teaching you something from my pocket. This is the teaching tradition. Great masters of the past. The Sampradaya politically word has become correct. So you get excited to use the word Sampradaya. Sampradaya means the methodology of teaching tested by great masters of the past. At each link of Guru Shishya Parampara, the efficacy of this was at the link of each of Guru Parampara, the correctness of this knowledge was tested. That is why it is a tested path. Nowadays the case is forward. New. Even the jnana new is Sampuna. So new. Be careful. You are not going to be a guinea pig for somebody's experiment. Human life is precious. Better follow the tested path. That is like Vivek Turami also. I am with the Guru says the Shishya Vyasa. I am going to give you tested path. Yenayata yatayosya param. By which marvel, great master of the path The master of the path have taught the way to liberation. So that is what I am going to tell you like that. Ayamasaha. We, this is our Guru Shishya Parampara. See, Bhagavad Pujyapada Shankara was Sampradaya-with and not Sampradaya-krit. He has not initiated the Sampradaya, he knew the Sampradaya. This is the methodology of teaching. He knew because it was misinterpreted, that's why he embarked on the Prasthanatraya Bhashya. Otherwise, there was no reason for him to write the Bhashya. So, Sampradaya with and not his author of the Sampradaya. So, how Tatha Prakaranasaha Vibhajya, having separated topic-wise, this is the topic of karma, this is the topic of jnana, having segregated that, tatra darshayishyamah. So I am going to see as different places. To repeat here, different places. Now take the caption. Atma is Nitya and Nirvikari. It ends somewhere in the Bhashya portion of verse 21. It will be told afterwards because it is difficult for me to give page numbers now because the books you are having are different. So it ends somewhere in the Bhashya of 21st verse. It will be told. So you go on writing the new captions, earlier captions. If you are absent, ask someone. Okay. Any captions are given in the last class. Otherwise, the old caption will continue. Before starting the verse, we will see the introduction to the verse.
Tatra evam dhamma sammodha chetasaha nitya jnanavataha महति शोकसागरे निमग्नस्य अर्जुनस्य अन्यत्र आत्मज्ञानात् उत्कलनम् अपश्यन् भगवान् वासुदेवः तथा कृपया अर्जुनम् उद्दिधानविषः आत्मज्ञानाय अवतारिणम् आह अशोचा इत्यादि.
This is the introduction to the 11th verse of Bhagavad Gita. From this verse, actual teaching of Bhagavad Gita starts. Earlier was the context. What was the context in which Bhagavan was propelled or prompted to teach Arjuna Atmajnana? Tatra means it is Bhagavad Gita Shastra. Evam, as described earlier in the first chapter and the beginning of second chapter, Arjuna Shoka, how Arjuna grieved. So, go to Arjuna, who was drowned in the ocean of sorrow. Why? Dharma sammudhatetaha. Dharma sammudhatetaha. The mind which was overpowered by aviveka with reference to what should be done, what should not be done. Kartavya aviveka vikalam chittetaha. Mind which was confused with respect to what is to be done and what is not to be done. So that is what is dharma sammudhateta. Here dharma means karma. We have seen in the earlier one context different meanings of dharma. It is not religion or something, not that way. Religion is part of dharma, but Dharma is much more than elegance. So dharma samarthita. Nitya jnanavataha. One who has erroneous notion. What are the erroneous notions? Aham, mama. I am going to kill Bhima, Dronacharya. These are my kith and kin. Ahankara and mamakara. It is mithya. Mithya means erroneous. One who has erroneous notion. And the result of this, what was his life? Mahati shoka sagare nimagnasya. Nimagnasya was drowned. Who? Arjuna. Where? Shoka sagara. Not simple sorrow, ocean of sorrow. If somebody asks, is Bhagavad Gita meant for me? Ask something. Do you get subjected to sorrow? Outside you may pose a front with broad smile. Inside hala. Are you subjected to? No, Swamiji, with Bhagavan's grace, everything is fine. I have no reason. Fine. Are you prone to be sorrowful? No, Swamiji, if I say the sort of way, like that straight, Ayo. Or at least Democlean sword of death is there on your hand or not? Sorrow or not? Who is there who is not subjected to sorrow? This world is full of sorrow. That's why Lord Krishna has given a board for this Jagat. Aditya Sukham Lokam. This Loka is Aditya permanent. Asukha means there is no sorrow. And what we expect? Nitya and Sukha. Bhagavan Satyasai Gauda used to be very illustrated. If somebody was hungry and he went to a canteen, and that canteen turned out to be military canteen. And he went there, and he was very hungry. He told the waiter, look, first give me idli sambar and then put for dosa. Because dosa will take some time, and by the time I come there, waiter said, sir, did you not see the board outside? You know what was the board? Military non-vegetarian. Now in non-vegetarian canteen, there is idli sambar and dosa. Like that, if this Jagat is Anitya, Asukha, Nityatva and Sukha, from where it can come, but we expect that Krishna makes us aware of that. It will tell us, Anitya Asukam Loka. So therefore, if anyone asks, is Bhagavad Gita for me? Yes, provided you are prone to this sorrow. Whether you get sorrows of that, it does not bother. You are prone to be sorrowful. Because it gives total freedom from sorrow, total independence, wherein you can show your thumb to the world, including the body. World starts from the body. You can show your thumb to the world, including your body. It is called, are you human? With a head over the shoulder, it is meant for you. Arjuna. Now, why he should tell me? Anyatra Atma Jnana. Arjuna Krishna found, Arjuna Shoka grief cannot be mitigated by any means other than Atma Jnana. Anyatra Atma Jnana, other than Atma Jnana, says, Uddharanam Apashyam, means of uplifting Arjuna from sorrow, do not see it because there is no such means. Bhagavan Vasudeva. Bhagavan Vasudeva says what it is. Tataha, therefore, because there was no that means then imparting Atma Jnana for the problem of Arjuna Shoka. Kripaya, out of compassion, Krishna had nothing to get from Arjuna. Arjuna, what prompted Lord Krishna to impart this knowledge out of compassion. Arjunam uddidhareshu. Arjunam uddidhareshu. To uplift with the intention of uplifting Arjuna from the Shoka Sagar. Arjuna says, Atma Jnanaya Avatarayan Aha. Initiating Arjuna in Atma Jnana, Lord Krishna said, Ashokya and Vashokya. Next time we'll start this. We will from the onward. The actual teaching of Bhagavad Gita starts.
Hari Om.